What if I told you there's a hidden system for thinking, a kind of blueprint that underpins every single argument you've ever heard or made? Well, today we're going to decode Matthew Allen's smart thinking. And by the end of this, you won't just be a better thinker, you're going to see communication in a completely new light.
You've heard it a million times, right? Think smarter, be more critical. People say it like it's the easiest thing in the world, but it's so frustrating, isn't it? Why does that simple advice feel so impossible to act on?
Well, it's because it's advice without a method. It's like someone telling you to sail a boat, but they don't give you a map or a compass or even tell you how the sails work. We're just left out there feeling like we're missing something obvious. But here's the thing, the problem isn't us. It's that we were never really given the instruction manual for how to think.
But what if that instruction manual actually exists? What if there's a simple, elegant system hiding just beneath the surface of how we talk and write every single day? This is the core promise of the book Smart Thinking. It's about guiding us out of the messy chaos of language and into the clean clarity of really powerful reasoning.
And this, right here, this is the big secret. On the one side, you have what the book calls narrative flow. That's just how we talk. It's messy, it's natural, it wanders all over the place. But then, look at the other side. You see those clean, orderly lines? That's the analytical structure, the hidden logic underneath it all. Smart thinking is really just the trick of learning to see that clean structure inside the messy conversation.
So, how do we actually do that? How do we find that hidden skeleton inside an argument? Well, it turns out it's built from just two fundamental pieces. This is our toolkit, and with it, we can take apart pretty much any argument we come across.
First up, you have the claim. The easiest way to think of it is like a single Lego brick. It's just a statement that says, hey, this thing is true. That's it. Every single piece of reasoning, from a casual chat to a huge scientific paper, is built out of these simple little claims. But, a pile of Lego bricks isn't a castle, right? You gotta connect them. And that's the second piece of our toolkit, linking. This is simply the act of snapping those claims together. You create a structure where some claims, we call those the premises, are used to support another claim, the conclusion. So let's see this out in the wild. Here's a perfect example of that messy narrative flow. It sounds like a totally normal, everyday conversation, right? There's a bit of persuasion, some emotion, but if you listen closely, inside all that casual advice is a perfect logical structure just waiting to be uncovered.
And boom, here it is. Once you strip away all the conversational fluff, you see it so clearly. You have three distinct premises, all linking together to support one solid conclusion. That is the analytical structure. And being able to see this is like getting your first superpower as a smart thinker. But just seeing the blueprint, that's not enough. Okay, so seeing the structure is really just level one. Now we have to upgrade our thinking. Because how do we know if this structure we've uncovered is a solid skyscraper or just a flimsy house of cards? We need a way to stress test it, to see if it's actually going to hold up. And according to the book, it all comes down to asking two critical questions. First, are the claims well-founded? Basically, are your Lego bricks solid or are they hollow and fake? Is there a good reason to believe they're true? And second, this one is so key, are the premises relevant? Are you using the right bricks to support your conclusion or are they just random pieces that don't actually connect?
And here is a huge trap we all fall into. A claim can be 100% true, but at the same time be 100% irrelevant to the conclusion. I mean, it's true that the sky is blue, but that has absolutely nothing to do with whether you should move to a new house. We mistake a true statement for a relevant reason all the time.
So we've learned how to see the structure and how to test its strength, but there's one final insight that really changes everything. This is where smart thinking stops being just a personal skill and becomes more like a social superpower. Think about this quote for a second. Reasoning and analysis are always communicative acts. This changes the entire game. Smart thinking isn't some cold, logical exercise you do alone in your head. It's a social act. It's something we do with other people and for other people. The whole point of building that strong, logical structure is to communicate an idea effectively.
And that one idea totally transforms the questions we should be asking. It's no longer just about whether the claims and links are logical. Now it's about the audience. It's about the context. Who am I trying to convince? What do they already believe? Why should they even care about this? Suddenly, empathy becomes just as crucial to smart thinking as logic is.
So, the ultimate takeaway is this. Learning to reason clearly isn't just about winning an argument or trying to sound smart. It's about building a bridge from your mind to someone else's. It's a tool for understanding and maybe even more importantly, for being understood. So the real question isn't just, are you a smart thinker? It's,
how are you going to use this tool?